Hey, collective. It's Brandon Curtis at Entpgathering, Science and Spirituality meeting with a Archangel Michael messages reading. We're going to tap into your situation and ask the archangels and angels how best to navigate through your situationship. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for all the donations and booking with me on my website, entpgathering.com. Check it out. I have recently revamped my platform here on YouTube and added my Patreon, which I had established months ago, but couldn't quite figure out how to join the two. So what I'm doing now is um, I'm doing all the same readings here on YouTube, full readings, archangel messages, MBTI specific, Enneagram or numerology specific, psychic investigations. All of that will continue, but I've decided to do all of my extended readings over on Patreon, and for a very low monthly fee of $9.99, you get access to all the tarot messages, oracle messages, and all the readings will be extended over at Patreon. But if you choose not to view the extended reading, you're going to still get tons of information from the initial reading. So without further ado, let's tap in. I haven't done a archangel reading in a while. I'm super excited. I hope you're all doing well. I've been doing well. I took about 2 weeks off, much needed, and to really think about how I was going to integrate Patreon into the work that I do here on my channel on YouTube. And also, I had clients that I thoroughly enjoyed working with. I did readings for, I helped them through confirming a lot that was going on in their lives, some of whom were going through or exiting a dark night of the soul or a certain cycle in their work. Some very powerful individuals booked me, and it was such a pleasure to work with every single one of them. And in advance, I thank you for the likes, your shares of these general collective readings, the comments, and a few of you of my subscribers have been really supporting one another in the comment section, which is awesome. And if you're new to my channel, I'd appreciate a like. Put your energy into the reading. This is a general collective reading, so not all the messages are meant for you. The only way to really find out what's going on in your situation is to book a reading. Right now I have a solar cycle special, Pisces edition. So it's about endings and it's about transition, and we'll talk about Saturn moving into Pisces and what that means for you. But the only way is to do a personal reading. So you can go to my website, entpgathering.com. For $33, you'll get 33 minutes. It's a 17 card spread with unlimited questions. And what we're going to do is, in that reading, is I'll pull 7 cards, and we'll find out what energy is in each of your chakras, and then we'll do a 10-card spread. And then from there, you can ask as many questions as we can, as time allows. So we're going to do the same thing here using the Angel Tarot by Travis McHenry. We'll find out what's going on in your chakras. And then the Occult Tarot, also by Travis McHenry. We'll do a 10-card Celtic spread. And then I have specific messages from an Archangel deck here that we'll use to clarify whatever might come up. All right, without further ado, 7 cards, please. By the way, the 7 churches, the 7 lampstands mentioned in the book of Revelation, the 7 letters written to the 7 churches by John. Yeah, 7 chakras. I am going to do a actual reading and review, if you will, interpretation of the book of Revelation. That's coming soon. So in your root chakra, you got the 5 of Pentacles, the forbearing God. Patience reveals secrets of nature, spreads knowledge and industry. That's currently in your root chakra. Root chakra is earth energy. So I'm glad to see 5 of Pentacles. Collective, you are in a state of forbearing and in a state of patience, where you'll receive downloads from Archangel Michael and the angels, your guardian angels. As you may or may not know, we each have 3 guardian angels, one that has been with us in past lifetimes that is helping us, helping our soul incarnate through this lifetime. Then you have one that is looking after your physical vessel. And then you have another angel that is taking care of your morality, how you behave in this hell that we call reality, because that is the only true hell. The Holy Roman Catholic Church are big liars. There is no place that your soul goes to after this lifetime that is hell, where you'll burn in hell forever. The only place that I know of that is even remotely close to that is that if you unalive yourself in any lifetime, you'll be sent to a place where your soul will effectively live in this, it's almost indescribable, searing white light of source to cleanse that from you. And then you'll go back and incarnate to learn that lesson that you were not able to learn in this lifetime. So I see you in your root chakra, which is about safety and security, anxiety and fears, being very patient and being very grounded. In your sacral, which is water energy, the color orange, feminine energy, and creative, we've got the Lover's card. Joy and pleasure brings happiness to couples, removes negative energy. So yeah, remaining patient in receiving downloads from your angels, specifically your guardian angels. And I'm hearing your soul guardian, and also of your physical vessel. They're working as a pair of lovers to bring you joy and pleasure. But right now, there are secrets that are still coming to you that, only happen in divine timing. You know about divine timing if you're here in this Archangel Michael messages reading. You might be chosen. You might be an earth angel. The Lover's card is Gemini energy. And the Lover's card for me is internal self-love. And it's also about choosing love, choosing a partner, because, as much as I do believe in love at first sight, that's more devilish energy. That's more, there's no patience involved when love at first sight. It's just passion, and it's of a sexual nature. So, I've got Venus in Aries, so I know impulsivity when it comes to sexual activity or falling in. I fall in lust, I should say, or I did really quickly. Even if I'm a Taurus, so I give a lot of unconditional love. But when I do meet someone, I've learned patience. I've learned to trust the courting process. I'm thinking of the Hoodoo Tarot, and the Lover's card in that deck is called courting. And anymore, in my relationships, I expect to be courted, or to court someone that I'm after, rather than hopping in the sack or shacking up with them immediately. So I see that in your sacral chakra, which is sacred sexuality, being very protective and very patient with the process, and really loving the process of being courted, or in that dynamic where you're not rushing in to have sex immediately. I'm hearing, and any sort of, if there's a lot of foreplay going on with this joy and pleasure, right? And it brings happiness to couples when we can court one another. We become childlike and playful and friends first, where it's not a like a crazy, what do I call it? Passionate. It's not overtly sexual, which blinds all that fire energy, that sexual energy. It kind of blinds you to the true nature of the other person. So you're unable to see their faults, or what you will consider to be faults or negative marks on their report card later on in the relationship, if you jump into things right away. When you take things slow and you court one another, you are seeing their faults, their negatives. You are judging them, and they're judging you. And it's through that process where you can choose to accept them as they are, because you're also coming from an authentic place. But if you rush into things, hop into the sack with them, and establish that sacral energy between your chakras, that's not a sacred sexuality that the divine wants you to partake in. Feel me? Feel me? All right, in the solar plexus, we've got Nine of Swords, the comforting God, purification, protection from the impious, religious. I always mess this up. This angel, Hariel, Nine of Swords, the comforting God, the name translated means the comforting God, is about purification, about bringing purification, I think, to the sacral chakra. It's also protecting you from the impious, people who don't have faith, very lustful energy. And again, this is in your solar plexus. This is the color yellow. It's fire energy. It's masculine in nature, and it's what our soul radiates. The light from within comes out. It's how we express ourselves, and it's how we express the creativity in our sacral chakra. It also is where we express any anger or anxiety from our root chakra. And then we got purification, protection from the impious, and lastly, religious sentiments. So there is a new religion that is taking place in your solar plexus chakra. And this is not a religion that is negative. It's like, you've got your own personal Jesus. A religion is a dedication to ritual, to prayer, to faith that is practiced and maintained, as opposed to religious sentiments that are absorbed when you take part in a religious organization. This is more of a, again, personal Jesus. This is loving spirit from within, and not looking for an outward interpretation or understanding of religion in the 3D matrix world. This is about creating that religion within yourself. Nine of Swords is also taking responsibility for your thoughts, for your communication here in the solar plexus chakra. 9 is a number of the self. With the Five of Pentacles in the root chakra, this can sometimes be read as stepping outside of a religious organization, for example, and going it alone and being enduring has brought you this Lover's card, this choice, this freedom. And along with that, those first two chakras, you're now not being careful about, yes, you're careful. You're just very thoughtful about the words that you choose when you are expressing yourself. Oh, and also the internal dialogue, the self-limiting beliefs. Hariel brings you purification and protection from the impious. It's their name translated is the comforting God. You're rewriting the internal script and dialogue that you have in your mind for the good. All right, in your heart chakra, which is the color green, and it's air energy, you have 9 of Cups. So the second 9, go to 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups. God, the kindest giver in the heart space, healing, preserves health, and cures diseases. I don't think I need to talk much about that. I mean, this is ultimate fulfillment and healing of the heart space. Knowing how to love, not rushing into things, not sharing your sacral chakra energy through sexual activity with others who aren't vetted, who you haven't courted, not jumping into things has brought you healing. You can't achieve healing in the heart space, which you have here with 9 of Cups, if your first 3 chakras are out of whack. And I'm clearly seeing here that they are aligned or aligning. And this is how you move by taking control of. It's interesting too, because in your solar plexus, which is fire energy, masculine energy, you have the 9 of Swords, air energy. And in your heart space, you have 9 of Cups, water energy. But the heart chakra is air energy. So by taking control of how you express yourself and your mental processes here in your solar plexus, you have effectively transmuted energy and created healing emotions within your heart space that are of water. So it's, water is cleansing, water is life. And 9 is a number of the self. So you've learned how to heal through past relationships. You've learned how to heal by taking responsibility for your thoughts and going it alone when you had to, and enduring and being patient and waiting for the mysteries and the angels to bring you, your guardian angels to bring you the secrets of nature. In this case, the nature of sacred sexuality, the nature of love, self-love, and with others. All right, in your throat chakra, which is Taurus energy, so earth energy, it works with the 9 of Cups, or in the heart space, the 9 of Cups. Knight of Wands, God the good in himself, protection, prevents discovery of secret crimes, saves exiles. In the throat chakra, this is about speaking truth. And you can only speak truth and authenticity if your heart chakra is in agreement. You know, great singers, throat chakra energy, Tauruses, like Kelly Clarkson is a double Taurus. I mean, it's no coincidence that Taurians have great voices. They usually do. Deep, resonant, and that comes from the heart space. It actually does, because they work in tandem. Air energy, great singers, when their heart is open, emotions, Nine of Cups, can run through them and then out the throat chakra to produce these great sounds. Heart chakra is air energy. Air moves through the trachea, over the vocal folds, to produce a resonant voice, which I have. I'm a quad Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Saturn. And I want to become a singer, and take lessons, actually. But I've done voiceover work, and radio ads and whatnot. And yeah, I've always been known for this voice that I have. I mean, I've spoken countless hours of Shakespeare at this point. I did go to Juilliard, and I'm a great actor. However, it's interesting. When I was going through my dark night of the soul, when my chakras were opening up, and in particular my heart space, my singing ability, and I won't give you a sample, improved and rapidly. I love singing around the house, and yeah, so there is a definite connection between the heart chakra and the throat chakra, and this allows great singers like Kelly Clarkson, who have that natural gift in their voice, that throat chakra, that Taurus energy, to so long as they stay in their heart space and have their first three chakras balanced well enough, it produces great results. Knight of Wands. Here in this deck, and what I'm picking up, and this is sort of seemingly off topic of what you've heard so far, or what I've heard so far, is collective, chosen one, Earth Angel. You might have to speak up about crimes against you, I'm hearing, which is going to save you from this place of exile that some of you might be in. This won't resonate for all of you, but some of you will need protection, and it's through you speaking up and sharing your story that protection will come in. That's the message. I'm going to move on to the third eye chakra. We have the Two of Pentacles. God, who supports the universe, fortune and fame, fulfills any request. The third eye is paired with the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords here in the solar plexus, purification, protection from the impious, period, religious sentiments And Two of Pentacles, fortune and fame, fulfills any request. Two of Pentacles is about adaptation and change. Nine of Swords, as I described earlier, is about taking responsibility for the thoughts that you have internally, self-limiting beliefs, or just that inner dialogue where you may previously have beaten yourself up or been too critical. But also Nine of Swords is anxiety and fear that has been projected onto you. And maybe it's, has to do with this throat chakra energy where you were the victim, or you've been exiled from a community because of religious sentiments. Maybe somebody or a family, a workplace, they don't like your spirituality. They don't like that you have a personal relationship with Christ consciousness, right? But I see for you, and you're seeing, and the angels want you to use your third eye, remain adaptable, because it's going to bring you fortune and fame. And it has something to do with you speaking up and sharing your story, using your throat chakra. Oh, and also I'm getting, increase your prayers and your meditations. I've done that recently, and I'll tell you what, like the collective messages that I not only read my own cards, but I get messages through general collective readings like the one I'm doing now from other readers. But I was given that ability. I can literally go into any reading if I'm attracted and click on the title or whatever, and I can pull messages for my situation. And I've noticed that when I sit in meditation and I pray for what I want, I request it from the angels, then the collective readings that I watch or are my regular readers, the storyline and the energy changes. So it literally, I'm manifesting through prayer, through meditation, through visualization, through affirmation, and reconstructing my 3D existence. Believe it. So increase your prayer and your affirmations, and actively ask your angels for what you want. Even if it's destruction of your enemies, because they're down with that. Archangel Michael is down with that. Ace of Cups in your crown. Rejuvenation obtains the mercy of God and gives long life. God, the King of heaven. Paired with the Lovers. Yeah, a personal relationship with Jesus, no doubt. Sun card on the bottom of the deck. This is restoration of life, protection from adversaries, enemies, rabies, and wild beasts. All right. I'm going to clarify this spread, and the extended, I'll pull 10 cards from the occult, and we'll find out what's going on, why you became an exile. And I'm hearing how your enemies are keeping you from fortune and fame. Although you have increased your meditations and working closer with your guardian angels, and it's bringing you rejuvenation. It's bringing you fortune and fame. It's bringing you what you've requested from them. But again, the angels are like, we love that you have been doing this more often, but more. We want more time with you, hearing from you. because it's bringing you a complete change of emotional life living. All right. Specific messages for each of the chakras, and then in the extended, which you can find over at Patreon. There's a link in my description box, and also on the front page of my channel here at YouTube, where you can zoom over there and get all the extended readings I do here on YouTube for $9.99 a month. Alrighty. In the root chakra, paired with the Five of Pentacles, you have Life Review, Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Here with patience, reveals secrets of nature, spreads knowledge and industry. Inventory, industry. You are being patient. You are doing a life review in your root chakra. You're taking a look at your fears, your hesitations, your anxiety, your anger issues, if you have any at this point. And you are healing. Clearly, Ace of Cups, a Lover's card, Nine of Cups, Two of Pentacles, with adaptation and change. You are healing anything that is unbalanced. Because again, the root chakra serves as the foundation for all the other chakras, the remaining six. Speaking of six, we got in the sacral, the Lover's card, and clairvoyance, Archangel Raziel. I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Over the Lover's card, joy and pleasure brings happiness to couples, removes negative energy. Gemini energy is also the magician. So it's the ability, because it's all mental, left and right hemispheres of the brain, of you to visualize using all the four elements, visualize what can be created with the four elements that are your resources. And this is clairvoyance. This is clear seeing the future for you. Thank you, Archangel Raziel. In the solar plexus, paired with the Nine of Swords, purification, protection from the impious, period, religious sentiments, you have healthy lifestyle. Archangel Raphael, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimum health. Yeah, especially dealing with anxiety, Nine of Swords, or fears or anxiety in your solar plexus. You know, a lot of narcissists and energy harvesters, they go for the solar plexus first. So, you know, I'm seeing, I'm judging, but it's a educational experience. Being a channeler, being a reader, being an earth angel myself and healer, a light worker, you know, I'm seeing a lot of people at the gym, men who have their solar plexus chakra is all jacked up. And you know this when they have these bellies that are high. I'm talking about, you know, fat in the ass or around the belly. That would be more root and sacral energy, but you know what I'm talking about. These dudes that have these kind of like distended bellies, that's all fucked up sacral chakra energy, and it's usually having to do with how they were raised, and the nature of their relationships, how they choose love, or in all fairness, you know, it's their childhood conditioning. So they probably had narcissistic parents or parents who didn't respect their boundaries and were all up in their solar plexus, controlling how they express themselves from the get-go. So I'm seeing to get rid of this Nine of Swords energy, or to maintain a healthy Nine of Swords, an inner dialogue that really protects your solar plexus, your expression, is to exercise, eat well. That's a message that I've been receiving. I need to eat more vegetables, and get adequate sleep, which I have been doing. All right. In your heart space, Nine of Cups, with healing, preserves health, and cures diseases, you are safe. We got the main man himself, Archangel Michael. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home in the Nine of Cups, in the heart chakra. Need I say more? And look at him. He's so big and buff. He goes to the gym. All right. In the throat chakra, paired with Knight of Wands, protection, prevents discovery of secret crimes, saves exiles. We have angel therapy, Archangel Raphael again. Give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. You know, that's what I was saying. Increasing your prayers and actually speaking aloud to your angels and to the angels, all of them. Provides great protection to you, but it's you know, you can surrender more often, collective, by offering up prayers, by saying, you know, this Archangel Michael, whomever you're close to, closest to, Archangel Raphael in this case, has anything to do with healing, especially your heart space, which is safe here by Archangel Michael. Speak aloud what is in your heart that is weighing heavy on you. Maybe there's too much emotions, there's too much water in your heart space, and there needs to be more air in it. And you'll get more air by filling your lungs, Gemini energy, and speaking to your angels directly and saying, hey, you know what? Can you please take care of this enemy or enemies? Or can you, you know, I'm done fighting this internal dialogue that I have with myself. Can I give this over to you, angels? And they will take it. Trust me. As long as you maintain a healthy lifestyle and a religious, maintain your own religion in connecting with them, they will fulfill your requests, and they will take your burdens and your stress away from you. Trust me. Every time. In your third eye, take back your power. Again, Archangel Raziel, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. My AirPod just died, so I'm hoping that I'm being picked up by, I'm just double checking here. Bear with me. Here we go. So now I'm using my computer microphones. All right, so take back your power. Interesting that it's in your third eye. And I'm hearing when you use your third eye, along with this healthy lifestyle and Nine of Swords in the solar plexus, because they work together, you know, seeing those parts that are unhealthy in your lifestyle right now, seeing them and not judging yourself, Nine of Swords, not becoming anxious, not beating yourself up with negative internal dialogue, is choosing a different way of dealing with those energies. Once you identify them, is a form of taking your power back. It's like big picture, looking at yourself in a way where, you know, you're going to love on yourself And in places where you can't love on yourself, you're going to give that over to your angels to help you with. You'll surrender. You'll let go of any need to control your reactions, because acting is reacting. Any reactions to this internal dialogue of action. Does that make sense? I mean, you are effectively, when you're in Nine of Swords energy, you're reacting to your own actions, which are thoughts. And you can take your power back by identifying that process and realizing, oh, all I need to do is get adequate sleep, exercise, so I can get rid of old energy. It'll cycle through my body. It'll be expelled from my body. Demons, entity attachments, through exercise, through eating well, eating whole foods and fruits and vegetables that are mostly water, which give life. Ace of Cups in the crown, it literally cleanses out negative energies from your body. Just like a reverse filtration. I'm getting an image of like a Brita charcoal filter, but it's this water through a healthy diet, fruits and vegetables, and as fresh and raw as possible. Or if you do, steam the broccoli al dente, meaning very lightly, so there's still crispness and a hardness to it. Don't make it all mushy, because fresh fruits and vegetables are still living. They contain water that is alive. So when it's flushing through your system, it's light. It's God energy. It's Gaia energy. It's literally acting as the charcoal itself, and it will grab any negative energy that's been stuck there and pull it out of your body, literally. And you'll be taking your power back by just following a simple, healthy lifestyle for you right now, collective. Paired with the Ace of Cups, rejuvenation obtains the mercy of God and gives long life. You have teaching and learning. Of course, it's in the crown. With Zadkiel, Archangel Zadkiel, keep an open mind and learn new ideas in the crown. Then teach these ideas to others. And it has a lot to do with this rejuvenation process that you're in, collective, with the Ace of Cups. You will be teaching this. As you teach yourself and learn new ideas, as light workers and healers, we're the best teachers are also practitioners. The best healers are in the process of healing continually, always getting better, and the new learnings are more of light than when you first began healing, going through the dark night of the soul, starting off in your spiritual awakening, maybe waking up and realizing that you are an earth angel, that you are chosen. Those early lessons were very dark because you had to remove the darker entities. You had to maybe step away from a religion, a church, a family, a community, as most chosen ones have had to do. Because you are an empath, a super empath, or a heyoka like myself, you absorb other people's energies. And if you're around dark people, you needed to get away and isolate yourself, or thankfully, our angels did that for us, right? And you became your own master. In this healing, you will teach. That's the place of a chosen one, an earth angel, a light worker, an empath, is to teach indigo children and crystal children. Archangel Metatron coming through. Hey, you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Teaching and learning. You might identify as an indigo children, which I don't know the full history, but the term indigo children was first recognized by, I believe it was a female psychologist who noticed in the 70s that in her practice, she was teaching and healing children who presented some of them in the same way. They were extra sensitive souls in the bodies of children, and they shared a lot of the same sensitivity. So, I was born in 71, and I do consider myself one of the first indigo children or crystal children. And I didn't know how neurodivergent I was. I didn't know how sensitive I was because my immediate family kept all that information from me by hiding my origins and who I was and how I was. I didn't have an effective, healthy, accurate mirror in my life, in any of my caretakers, save for my step-grandfather, who I didn't see often, and then my grandmother, who I didn't see often, and who died when I was 8 or 9. So, wait, 79. So 8, yeah. So yeah, I didn't have a healthy mirror, and therefore I really didn't know myself, and that allowed whoever I was around to really invade my solar plexus chakra, disrespect my boundaries, or even teach or inform me that I have boundaries that can and should be respected. I never had that experience growing up. I didn't identify with being an indigo until my spiritual awakening happened. And then I put it together. Then I learned about this psychologist who coined the term indigo child. All right, I think I'm going to leave this basic reading here. If you want the extended, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check into the occult tarot and see what energies are affecting this narrative that's going on in the matrix. And we'll even ask some clarifiers from this 10 card spread. We'll go back to the angel tarot. But if this is where I leave you, I hope you got some great messages out of this. I'd appreciate a like, a share, a comment, and a subscribe if you are new to my channel. And until the next reading, namaste. And you can find the extended over at my Patreon. The link is in my description box of this reading. Namaste.